What up, though? Ledge here, back with a reoccurring guest. Like he fam at this point, man. My man E, Echo the Light on Twitter. You'll see his name. He is at the build. He is in Maryland, in the building, giving you his in the building take on what's going on at Survivor Series. Day one just happened, my brother. We ain't about to waste no time. Let's get to the shits. What's going on, man?
Not much, man. Just enjoying Maryland. Enjoying battle rap. Hey, 4 hours away. I'm about the upcoming talent more than anything. If anybody in battle rap, I don't consider myself a media guy. I do make videos, but I'm gonna be there to get it. Like if I gotta build these dudes buzz myself, I will do it.
That's
Like,
what, yeah,
that's
you
how it
you
is,
missed it
man.
in the building, dog. Like
Mhm.
that's your nickname for me. I don't care what nobody else call you. You missed it in the building to me. That's like you be
Yeah.
there. You be in the trenches, dog.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. So
Yeah, yeah.
day one
Mhm.
kicked off. Now I didn't expect this battle to start first, but I seen it on your timeline. Ty and Jay Kruger kicked things off.
Yeah, let's get something clarified on that. I knew before the event was going to happen that this was going to happen that way because when I was talking to Jay Kruger before, like I would say when he found out he was battling that day, or when he found out he was being or his opponent was being substituted to Ty instead of Bankhead, he
Hmm.
told me that I was like, bro, so did you go from one PG and graduate? He was like, nah, this is a PG for me, and it's technically a one-off for TY. You know what I'm saying? So
Uh,
it was that kind of situation. So I kind of figured it was going to start first, and it did. So I mean, that's what happened. Yeah.
so expectations going into this battle. I remember I on my predictions I said I had this probably being battle of the night. It probably
Mhm.
might not have been that, but how was it like in total? Was it a good battle? Was it a back and forth like I predicted, or was it one sided?
It was a good battle, and I honestly believe it was more back and forth than people want to give it credit for. Um, going into this battle, who's the favorite? Like
J-
you could just say it.
Jay
Like
Kruger.
exactly. So I mean,
Yeah.
and that's no slight to Ty because I rock with Ty heavy. So I was letting him know before the battle started. I chopped it up with him a little bit before the battle started, and yeah, when the battle took place, man, it was a good battle. I would say out of 10, I give it a 7 or 8. It was
That's
a great
nice.
battle. Yeah, very good battle, very good back and forth. But you can I put it like this: Ty, he has more of a he can bar your life away, but he can entertain you too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he was doing a bit of both. And for a guy that's been missing in action for a while, like at least on the URL stage, a lot of people don't know what to expect from him. You know what I mean? So I mean, I did whatever, but it's just like a lot of people. It was a lot. He was saying a lot of crazy stuff. Like a lot of people gave him the first clear, but I gave Jay Kruger the first clear. I was just like, I edge Jay Kruger the first
Oh,
because
okay.
I honestly don't. I think I don't. It's not based on crowd reaction because I'm listening. I actually hear what's going on. Like, because even Jake Ty, you'll see it in the footage. I was like, what? Like, I'm not responding to that. It's like kind of crazy, but at the same time, that's what happens when you're the starting battle of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
True.
that's the only negative side to that. It's like there's no energy. Like, you have to legitimately create it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I think the first was more debatable than people wanted to give it. I'm pretty sure I gave Jay Kruger the second clear. And the third, I think, is hella debatable too.
So with
So,
that being
yeah.
said, Ed, do you think anything will change once it's on cam, or do you think Jay Kruger still look like he'll win on cam, or was Ty saying a lot of? Did he have a lot of sneaky dope shit that might translate better on cam?
Yeah, he did. He did. He most definitely did. That's
Mm,
why Cam is always great
yeah,
because there's a rewind button. On first watch, there is no rewind button. Like,
facts.
bro, it was hard to even make these updates. Like,
Yo,
it's
I
kind of
seen you,
crowd.
bro.
Like,
You was active
uh,
though. You was active on
uh,
it.
yeah. So I said, y'all know the terms and conditions. You know who battling next, and you know how I felt about the battle afterwards. Like, that's it. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
that's
saying? So,
that's perfect. That's a perfect
But yeah,
formula.
that was a good battle. Jay Kruger, he showed a little bit more hunger in this battle than he did versus Kid Chaos. To be honest with you, like
Really?
he's most definitely, yeah, he's most definitely gonna be, yeah, he's gonna be a fan favorite.
Now,
You can just call that right now.
one thing I was worried about
Mhm.
going into this battle was like his. And like I said, I even said it versus Kid Chaos. Like, I don't know if that's his thing,
Mm-hmm.
like name flipping, because against Kid Chaos, he name flipped heavy,
Mm-hmm.
and at some point it became a deterrent because it was so repetitive. Like, was
Mm-hmm.
he heavy with the name flips on
Mm-hmm.
this in this battle?
I don't even think he had any,
Ooh,
if I can
solid.
remember. Like, if he did, I didn't remember him. Like, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like, but it was kind of crazy because his material was still direct towards Ty. So yeah, he was most definitely in his bag. Jay Kruger, he's here to stay. He can
Shout
go.
out to Jay Kruger. Bet.
Absolutely.
I'm
Loud
a
Boys, Bridgeton.
Loud Boys,
But,
yeah. They had a pretty good week and weekend as far as what I heard about what Dre Dennis did and all that. So, yeah, shout out to them, man. So, what was next after that? I'm gonna let you take over the order because I wasn't there. What was the order? What came right after that, if you remember?
next battle up was Rax versus Diesel.
Mm. Now I had Rax winning this one
Mm-hmm.
going into the battle, but I did think Diesel would be nice. Like, what was your take on this one?
Bruh, let me tell you something, man.
Uh oh.
D- Diesel Diesel legitimately has one of the nicest pins I've seen since Bangs in Quantum.
Mm.
Like,
You think Diesel's spin is
legitimately.
nicer than Kid Chaos? Be careful because
I
you know
want to
Kid
see
be
them
listening.
I hope he is. I want to see them battle.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
But there is a but. Diesel took that first round clear. Like, it was, bruh. Like, yeah, that man's pen is immaculate. It's insane. Like, it literally doesn't make sense. Like, you know how Kid Cass doesn't waste a word.
Right.
Like,
Facts.
when he raps, Diesel doesn't waste a damn syllable, like, at all. Like, he will literally break down every single word to get to the point of the punch he's about to make. It's freaking crazy. Like, he had us going crazy on that thing. Like,
Wow.
it was insane.
And
Like, you know what I'm
that's
saying?
really
But
hard to do when you just like kind of noted as a pin guy to get the crowd to go crazy. So that's saying
yeah,
a lot.
when you're pure pen, it's kind of hard. But he does kind of perform. You know, he doesn't just sit there. You know what I'm saying? We'll
Yeah.
get to another battler that kind of did that
Kind of a
tonight, but
statue.
or last night. But yeah,
Yeah.
but the downside of it is he choked in his second and third.
No.
He did, unfortunately, and I didn't want to see that.
The
Like,
second battle in, we got chokes.
Yep. He choked in the second. I think he stumbled in the. I'm not sure if he finished the third. I think he choked in the second. But yeah, Rax got that battle 2-1. I'm not taking away from what Rax did because Rax was fire too. He did exactly what I thought he was going to do. He was Rax. He was, Rax has shown us in his two battles that dropped that he has many weapons.
Yes.
Like, he can get into a pin bag. He even got into a little humorous joke bag in this battle. It was pretty dope.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, salute to Rax. Rax, I see you. And he noticed me off top. Like, as soon as I was there, he was like, hey, but I appreciate it. So, yeah, but I was just like, yeah, Rax got that battle clear, second and third. I think if Diesel didn't choke, because before Diesel choked in his second, it was looking like he was going to take that round too.
Really?
Be
Oh,
honest
so it's
with
like
you,
one of those like
it,
that rum versus shine type of shit. Like you just
it really
complete your
was, bro.
material. You got it.
Yeah, like if he was, I was like, bro, only thing he has to do is finish, and he will win. Like, his pen is just freaking fire. I hope the battle drops just for some of the stuff he was saying. I was like, bro, how do you think of that? Like,
Right.
when a battler makes you think, how do you think of that? That's telltale signs of a good battle.
No, that's
You know what
definitely
I'm saying?
next level shit. Well, he got a battle that's on
Yeah,
for people who are hearing this and like, damn, he that nice. I mean, he has a battle that dropped this over the past week on the URL main channel on YouTube. I believe it's versus Jay Moore or
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. From
So
Band Legacy 3.
Band Legacy 3, right. Yeah, I was checking that out. It was one of the battles I was catching up on. So, yeah, he's definitely nice. I believe, well, he's from Philly, right?
Yeah, but he lives in Tampa, I think.
Yeah, so check him out and get a glimpse of what E's talking about. So yeah, shout out to Diesel, shout out to Rax, man. Rax is if you look at his two battles that undropped, and you talking about him winning this battle, he's on a nice little run there. So like to see more from him, man. So hopefully he can keep this going. So salute to him, man. For real.
That's right.
Next was who? Was it Skates and None?
Yeah.
Skates versus None. So this sounds like the one I got wrong, actually, because so far I'm 2 for 2. But I thought Skates was going to win this clearly 2-1. I even said it'll be so clear 2-1 that it'll look like a 3-0 for Skates. And so tell me what happened. So, I don't want to talk too much about it. You tell me what happened, man.
All right. So who went first? I think it was None. No. All right, let's start from before we even got in the building. None looked focused outside. Like
he had the game face early.
He was. Yeah, I was like, "What up, None?" He came up, showed love. He seemed like he was comfortable. Like he was just like, "It's whatever." I was just like, "You ready, None?" He said, and then I feed off the energy. He said, "Y'all kind of see it on my face. If the energy ain't there, it shows on my face a lot." And I was like, "That's true. We've seen that in your battles." Bruh, let's talk about when the battle started, though. He kicked it off because I think Skates won the coin toss. So None is okay. And None is a completely different None from what we've seen. Like that None that got 30 by Jack, just throw that whole thing away. I know a lot of people like to bring up bad past performances, like when we say something unbelievable like None 3-0 Skates, because that's, in my opinion, what happened. No disrespect to Skates, but that's exactly what took place.
We doing that? We ain't doing that. He ain't 3-0 Skate. Nah, come on.
If you're saying we're not doing that, as in being honest, I might as well get off this phone because I'm not. Yeah, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I love Skates. I talked it up with him before the battle. You ready, Skates? He said, "I'm always ready, man." So I was like, "All right, cool." You know what I'm saying? So, but None. While Skates, I would say Skates has a good pen, but a more clever delivery. And sometimes that delivery goes overhead, while None is more direct. He's not trying to go overhead. He's trying to shoot you between the eyes. So
he's trying to land and let everybody know it.
Yeah, he was performing, getting us involved, and his had his energy up. He was more well-rounded than Skates. If you're listening to this battle, I love you. Are you listening to this interview? I love you, bro, and I want you to do well in the future. I hope you get a call back, but you cannot just sit there and rap.
Wow.
You can't, not with somebody that's just doing everything. It literally looks like you're dying, and it's gonna probably look worse on camera. Now, let's keep it real. Well, I'm gonna keep it even, where I can. Skates is fire. He had fire material. He even had one of those real talk third rounds. He brought race into it. Oh, by the way, remember when I told you, everybody just seems, it's kind of like, how Chef Trez is famous for rebuttaling. That's kind of his thing. I mean, Chef Trez rebuttal better than the round shot to Orit. But it kind of seems like that is a necessary skill now. Because I'll tell you this. There was an angle. Yeah, there was an angle that Skates played with the black and white thing. And he said, I'm going to get, I think Skates said something like, I'm going to go straight to it and drag race into this. It's a drag or it's a straight shot. You know what I'm saying? So,
I like that.
But None opened up the round with a drag race rebuttal. And he said something like, since you want to drag race into it, before he does the little pistol maneuver with both hands, he said, and a pair will shoot after him. I was just like, dude.
Oh, wow. That's me. That's me. Okay, None.
Yeah, I didn't do this rebuttal to Joe Justice because I can't remember it line for line, but trust me, if that footage dropped, yeah, we went crazy for that. So, yeah, it was like, dang. He just rebutted you. And then he continued to just be None. None has truly reinvented himself. He's involved. And he is. I was talking to Wing about it on Twitter. In fact, I still am. I was like, yo, he's literally gone from prototype to archetype. If none continues at this capacity, or if even elevates or evolves more, he can be a top contender in this league. I know a lot of people don't believe me when I say that, but I truly believe he can be a top contender on URL if he stays at this level.
Wow. So it sounds like it's kind of safe to say he had one of maybe top 3, top 4 performances of the night, just off.
Oh, if I'm giving out category awards, he's most improved, most definitely.
Most
Out of everybody there.
Damn, shout out to None. My bad. Yeah. I didn't know you was coming
Salute
like that. Damn. So,
yeah, hey, we gotta keep it real over here.
Yeah, you know, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, yo. I mean, obviously, this is like his take, so everybody relax. This is E. This is how he feels in the building. So things can change. I might totally disagree with him when I see the shit myself, but you know, his takes usually be pretty. We be pretty in line with after we see. There's only a few that I've been like, oh no, he was bugging, but
Oh yeah, I had to eat those. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I was talking to Wing, and she was just like, because she saw my updates, and she was like, she sees me as her 4th credible source, and I was actually pretty honored because I was just like, I didn't even know I was looked at like that. Like I just like, so.
No, you way higher than that. You definitely probably like 1 or 2 for me. It's like because. You don't you don't have nobody. You don't got no ties to nobody. You just you know you're a spectator and a supporter like everybody else. So,
ain't nobody paying me. So.
Yeah, ain't nobody paying me either, brother. I wish, but but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, so Skates. I just want to talk about him real quick. How was his rounds? Like, was it a 3-0? He was bad. Was it a 3-0 nobody? Like, what was his material like?
Yeah, he had good material, but it was maybe it's going to be better on playback as far as material because, like I said, his delivery is more clever. Like it was a couple lines that he said, and I thought about him, but he was still he was rapping still, and I was like, oh, that's what that was. But you know, like at that point, bro, I'm kind of like
it don't even matter.
I think. Yeah, he kind of has to make his material more accessible. I'm not saying water it down because I don't literally know how to give the advice on how to do that. You know, I'm not a battler, so you know I can only say what I say. But you know, he has to,
find a new way to deliver it.
Yeah, his best round was the 3rd. His 1st and 2nd weren't bad; they were actually pretty good. He had good bars in between. But you know, on the interview he had with Tony Bro and them, he said he believes he has one of the best pens, and I actually was questioning that after last night.
Yeah, no, his pen is good, but even at his best, I wouldn't say one of the best. But you know, everybody's confident about their own material, so I get it.
Oh yeah, and I salute him for it. I hope he feels that way because he'll have to continue to prove it, and that's motivation for himself. So I'm not mad at it, you know.
Yeah, that's a fact.
From my outside guy looking in, I'm just like, hey, that's that's questionable because guess who has to rap today? Kid Chaos and.
Yeah. Okay, I can't wait for that.
Shout to him. Yeah. Shout to him. That he was part of the sea of fans. Like, hey, nice to meet you. I was like, yeah, bro. I told you I'd be here. Like, you know, but yeah, we'll see what he got today.
Definitely,
you know?
definitely.
But yeah, Skates, if you listening, man, just keep your head up. I'm not here to clown you or down you. No, that ain't my thing, man. I want all us to eat and all us to get better for the sake of my entertainment. Yeah. And the sake of the progression of your career. So, you know, keep going, Skate. I'm still there.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, anytime me and E link up, it's only constructive, like real breakdown. Yeah, we ain't here to slander and go crazy like that. That ain't our bag at all.
Yeah.
Brooklyn Hands versus Truffaut is next. And there it is. And he went crazy about this one. So yeah,
bro, when I tell you that's my battle of the weekend so far, that is my battle until today ends. That is my battle of the weekend.
Man, you know it's real when somebody is clapping as they're talking, dog. That's crazy. Brooklyn Hands versus Truffaut. I had this somewhere in the middle as like being a very good battle. I didn't battle of the night. I didn't quite see, but with their aggression and with their intensity, it makes a lot of sense, man. Just talk to us about that. What went down, man?
All right, man. Let's paint the picture. You know, so we was outside. Truffaut come up Truffaut is here alone.
Solo
Literally no
dolo.
entourage. Like nobody is there but Truffaut. With a shirt, with a sweater that says New Midwest Movement and his Twitter and Instagram on the back. And it's just him. And I was just like, you ready to, he knew who I was. He saw me. And he was just like, I was like, you ready to go, Truffaut? He said, man, ain't nothing to talk about. I'm here. And I was just like, he was like Dolo. And I was like, I like that energy. Like, for a person to be, you know, he's the first person to say New Midwest.
Yes, yeah,
Bruh.
he repping that hard.
And I'm gonna keep it real. After this battle, Truffaut is one of my favorites in this class. He is. Like, he is legit. Like, I didn't get to see the edited. Like, I saw the unedited footage of him and Hills. He 30 Hills, honestly. Like, it really wasn't nothing to talk about. I heard him versus Chase Faithful was fire. And this battle, bruh, this was one of the wars of the night. I think this is actually the only war of the night, you know. But
so it sounds like a clear battle tonight.
Yeah, let's chop this up. So Truffaut went first, and Truffaut, he seemed comfortable. I will say this. I won't necessarily say comfortable. I would say focused and well prepared. But I think he was just trying to feel out the venue. You can tell how he was rapping. He wasn't doing much eye contact with Brooklyn Hands. He was just getting through the rounds. But his intensity and stuff, it kind of like, we don't care if he's looking at people or looking at Brooklyn Hands or not. We don't care. Like, his intensity is, like, I think he has the most heart of any battler in this class right now.
Wow. Damn.
And I'm gonna explain why when we keep going to this battle. Had a crazy, great, solid first round. Crowd was kind of we didn't know what to expect because, like we said, we ain't got no footage of him, so we don't know what to expect from him.
Right.
And we also don't know his style. URL, that is also a point of dropping niggas' footages, so we have expectation of what to react to and what kind of style we're expecting when listening to a battler. But we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
All right. So,
hold on. No. I want to piggyback off that. That is important, especially when you want people to come out and show love to these new guys. When you drop their footage, it's important so we can get a gauge of not only just what to react for, what are we listening to? Like, are we listening to this guy due to his performance? Are we watching him as far as his movements and cadence? Are we watching this guy? Do we got to listen a little more closer to this guy because he has a pen? You know what I'm saying? Like, that is very important. I'm glad you mentioned that. But no, proceed.
Yeah. But yeah, his first round was crazy. Now, let's talk about our expectations for Brooklyn Hands. All right. So we all know or heard that, you know, he got caught with his hand in the cookie jar, quote unquote, with his mixtape bars and his battle versus G-Lo, right?
Yeah.
But this wasn't no repeat. This wasn't that. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Brooklyn Hands is one of the scariest battles I've ever seen rap.
Yeah, he been that way for a minute, for sure. Yeah, he different. He bring a different type of energy, for sure.
This is why I say Truffaut got heart. We'll get to that in a minute. I put it like this. If I can describe Brooklyn Hands, it's the best way I can describe it. If you were in hell, as a place as tormented as it is, obviously from my religious standpoint, if hell had a ghetto and there was a child in there that was a poet and can vividly describe his lifestyle, that would be Brooklyn Hands.
Sheesh. That was very descriptive,
bro. I'm telling you, when you listen to him rap, it's not just aggression and rah-rah. It's like he can really paint vivid pictures. Like one of the lines he said that stood out to me, it was simple, but it was crazy. And, you know, my Christian behind is always going, you know, these kind of bars hit to me. In a bad way, unfortunately, but it was fire battle rap-wise. But he was just like, forgiveness hits different when you know you did it on purpose. But the way he said it and what that followed, it was just like, Hands, stop rapping. Like, you can't keep doing that. Like, that's not fair. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he is, bro, when this footage dropped, like, he got that first round. I'm sorry. Like, he's on first watch. Like, on first watch, like he got that. Like he was Brooklyn Hands is. Yeah, I'm looking forward to him. Yeah, period. Like I'm looking forward to him. A
Versus
prepared Brooklyn
anybody
Hands.
you watching.
Yeah, I'm ready to watch that. Like the way he paints these pictures of himself and comparing himself and how he looks at other people's is literally, I can't describe it. Like there's not many street battle rappers that do that on that level that he does. Like it's just crazy. Like yeah, that needs to drop ASAP. But all right, yeah.
JB, I know you listening. Let's get these out.
Oh yeah, JB. Yeah, we chopped it up. Yeah, me and him, BC chopped it up. Yeah, we getting busy. But anyway, pause if necessary. But second round. I'm gonna tell you this: after that first round that Brooklyn Hands had, many battlers would have folded, lost composure, choked. I don't battle, and I know they would have. I know they would have lost. They would have lost confidence.
Y'all were yelling fight back.
Bro, did you seen Creed too, right? Please say you have.
Yeah, I saw it. Definitely. I already know where you going.
All right. So True Foe got up with that energy that Creed had in the rematch. Like it was just like versus Drago Jr. the rematch.
Yeah. It was. Yeah,
True Foe turned it all the way up.
He was on one.
I was just like, even like if the camera footage, if the footage pans on Brooklyn Hands' faces a few times, you can see Brooklyn Hands was hella thoroughly impressed with True Foe's comeback because True Foe, like, that kid got hard and his intensity just elevated. Like I was just like, he's here to stay for a while. True Foe's here to stay for a while. I gave True Foe that second round.
Wow.
And honestly, that's debatable, but I gave him that second round. He was wigging on another level. I don't know if you've seen the little clip that Champion Jay Black got out. Have you seen it?
Shout out to Jay Black and Champion. I seen it, but I didn't click on it. I didn't want to hear anything. I wanted to so bad, but I was like, no. I want to wait.
That man said, forget the Glock. I need the ooze. Bullet long as an index, turning out more than a piece to you, huh? He said, bullets shoot, turn hands into finger fools. I was just like, yo, you are, he broke the building with that one.
He was talking. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah, get True Foe back on your shows so y'all can talk about it.
Oh, you already know. Yeah, that's in the works for sure.
Yeah, True Foe is, I'm looking forward to seeing him. How did
third go?
That second round. The third was debatable too. I would say this: True Foe had the same intensity as he had in the second. Not as much, but like probably a little more than his first, and a little under his second as far as energy.
That's still good,
or his intensity. Yeah, because he wasn't backing down. Because Brooklyn Hands had a solid second round too. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like I said, it's battle of the night. Like it's of the weekend so far. But when it came to the third, True Foe most definitely he finished out strong. That's why I said that third is debatable as well. Like I couldn't call the winner on that one.
But if you had to lean, if you're leaning one way, if I had to lean,
I'd say True Foe, 2-1 first or second and third. Okay. Reason I say that is because Brooklyn Hands had a solid third round as well. Right. But he kind of like he got to a part where he was like, I guess we were reacting. And he lost his place, and he was just like, time. So it wasn't like a long stumble or a choke. He was just like, whatever, man. And they just dapped it up. So, as a cut short, I would edge it to going True Foe 2-1.
Right. It just wasn't as clean. Wasn't nothing bad, but just wasn't as clean. Got you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, excellent showing.
If Jay Kruger and T.Y. was like a 7.5 or 8, this is like a 9.
Most definitely.
Damn, that's high, man. I can't wait to see this shit. Man, you got me ready for it now, dog.
Right, that was the one. That was the standard after the night. Like that was the standard at that point. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So unfortunately, something has to come after that, right? And I believe I'm just on your timeline. You says Burke Bucks versus Gunpowder Pat was immediately after that. I know that maybe it was a lot of pressure for them. So tell me how that went.
My Twitter is freezing. What is going on? But yeah, Burke Bucks versus Gunpowder Pat. This was a decent battle.
Nothing memorable.
It kind of was. It had its good parts, but it wasn't nothing that was just like, yo, this is crazy. Like, But Gunpowder Third was the most hilarious thing I've ever seen. Like he was Gunpowder Fat that we saw versus Skate, like the humorous version.
Yeah, okay.
Like he wasn't trying to show us he can out rap like he tried to do versus Yana. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it was a good battle. But it was literally after the war.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, bro, it was cool. Gunpowder Pat, it was cool in his first round. Had a lot of material that he it was good material, but I guess his delivery wasn't as good as it could have been. But yeah, it was a solid first round. Burke Buck came out with his energy and aggression and all that stuff. I would say this. He's kind of like we call him shotgun or shot rock or whatever, shotgun Tay-Rock, whatever. He has that blend. But
I've never heard.
I mean, that's not the
who be calling.
Yeah,
him,
I mean, not the. I mean, a lot of people were. They were saying he's kind of like a shotgun shoot Tay-Rock blend. You know what I'm saying? Like even after his first PG. But yeah, But very aggressive. Had some solid material. I'm gonna keep it real. That first round for both of them was kind of like compared to what I just saw. So after looking back, I believe I gave Pat the first with a slight edge.
So wait, let me ask you though, because in the building, because I've been in the building for battles after a crazy battle. Is it hard to kind of compartmentalize what's going on in the next battle because you're still a little bit hungover? Like, honestly, or was it?
No.
Okay, so you were zeroed in.
You'll see what I'm. Yeah.
Okay.
I was on stage for a good amount of these battles, like the first three. I think I got all. I was off stage for gunpowder, and everything else after that. So yeah,
perfect timing.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, yeah. Their second round. I think their second rounds were. I gave Burke that second because he turned up more in his second. I think they kind of was baiting for the first round, and then they kind of both turned up in the second. I still gave the second to Burke Bucks though. Solid second round. I think he has to work on closing his rounds because me personally, when you close your round with just a random bar and it sounds like there could be more to the verse and you just say time.
Oh, that's the worst.
It doesn't really. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, that's nasty.
That.
That's nasty. You gotta do better.
Yeah,
than that.
Yeah. It's just closing rounds. It shows more of a complete writing structure. Even though a lot of Burke's material kind of sounds like a lot of random events where he's just gunning down, hurting his opponent, but he did have this crazy. Oh, never mind. That was Gunpowder Fat. But yeah, he won the second.
Yo,
it was a part in. Yeah.
Hey man, shout out to Gunpowder Fat.
It was a part. Yeah, it was a part in Pat's third that was crazy. Like, yeah, he kind of started off. And Gunpowder Pat's third, he was more of Gunpowder Pat. He wasn't trying to be the best rapper. He was being who we know him for. And I thought that was his error when he tried to battle Yana. He tried to prove he can rap. I was like, bro, that's not all we know you though. We know you more for your charisma and your witty delivery. We don't really care that if you can out-rap these niggas. I tell you people, if there's any battler watching this, from a dude that's been watching battle rap for over 13 years, since 2006, honestly, it's kind of crazy saying that out loud. Yes. You're not necessarily going to win a battle by outdoing what your opponent does. You can win a battle by being a better version of yourself than your opponent is a better version of himself. This is why Gunpowder Fat won this battle. Period.
Okay. Well, first of all, I agree with that saying. I say it all the time. I remember when Geechee battled Arson, he was kind of trying to out disrespect Arson. Something I'm like, it's not your bag. And now Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I see that a lot, and that never ends out. That never ends well. Like, Mook trying to show he can
Never ends well.
rap and wordplay and scheme versus verb and things like it. So that's an accurate assessment, dog. Yeah, you know it, bro. Yeah, I'll be paying attention to that shit, man. I'll be like, no, this ain't you, brother. What's going on,
bro? Yeah. What are you doing? That's not what you're supposed to do.
Yeah,
we come to see you to see what you do, sir. Yeah. That's kind of how this works. But yeah, so it was one part that Gunpowder Pat did. He literally had a whole phone conversation, and it kind of made it seem like it was Burt Buck's girlfriend.
Oh, that sounds.
And it was freaking. It was pure comedy, and he clearly took the round. He could have literally said time after he hung up the phone, and he would have won the round. Period. But he kept going. And then he did some kind of battle rap montage when he was talking about if he set up a scenario if they got in a fight. And then he was just like, I keep folding bucks until I see a twin tower. Bruh.
Oh, okay. That's tough. That's pretty tough.
We was like, even Tay-Rock was like, okay. That his Gunpowder Pat third was the highlight of the battle and probably one of the better rounds of the night, to be honest with you.
Okay. So if nothing else, if nothing else, it got replay value in that third when it comes to Pat. So that's good.
Oh yeah, and Burt Bucks had some fire material in his third, but he kind of choked out. It wasn't a horrible choke, but because he just got back to, I guess after I don't know what's up with Valor's doing haymakers and then they lose composure. I don't understand this, but but then again, I don't understand the psyche of battling because I don't battle, so I don't talk from that perspective. But yeah, he most definitely had a good round, but it was one point where he kind of stumbled. He was like, forget it. Time, and then they just chopped it up, so I gave it the Gunpowder Pat first and third on Edge. The first round, I would say on Cam that might be more debatable on the first, but on first watch in the building, I gave it to Pat 2-1 first and third.
All right, bet. So we're gonna move on to the next one, and it was Coffee versus Diesel. I seen a lot of people disappointed with this one. We don't even have to spend much time on it. Just say what happened. Just say what happened, dog.
Yeah.
Shout to both ladies.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Salute to Diesel. Salute to Coffee Brown.
Yeah. Facts.
We thought this was going to be one of the cat fights of the night. Not necessarily say they're catty, but female battle rap. These females can actually rap and don't have to pull up a catty, I screwed your man and all that. They rap.
Yeah, they got substance and shit. I was disappointed, dog, because I had this as the third best battle of the night, dog. Y'all let me down.
A lot of us did. So, Coffee comes out potent, ready, has a grill in her mouth. Looking gangster and beautiful at the same time, and she's giving us solid material. But then she chokes, and then she just says time. So you know how the rules go.
Yeah.
Only thing Diesel has to do is get through the round. That's legitimately all she has to do.
So wait. So when you say she just says time, at any point was she trying to get it back, or she just choked and?
Yeah, she was.
Okay.
She was.
Okay. At least she tried to get it back. All right, that's cool.
Oh yeah. So but she just called time, and it was on Diesel. All right, so you're gonna see a lot of hand fist pounding like that with when you see Diesel. You can tell Diesel's not necessarily too comfortable on that stage. Honestly, at least that's what I assessed from it.
Really?
She got through her material. She has fire material, but that I don't know if it's that literally that URL cold feet thing that happened.
Probably.
But she didn't seem too. She didn't seem too comfortable. But she got through her material. She had some fire material. It was a clear 1-0.
Yeah, Diesel is nice. I actually picked her to win this battle, and and that it's the URL thing because she's a vet. She's been around for like 4 or 5 years. So for her to be a little shaky in y'all eyes, that's very telling.
But I think it's due to the energy of not knowing if the crowd is going to rock with her. Because when she started spazzing and we started reacting, she got more energetic, more so performy in Coffee's face with some of the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like I think she plays off that energy of the crowd. So,
okay.
But she most definitely. Yeah, it didn't seem like she was too comfortable. She clearly got that first round. Second round, back on Coffee. Coffee starts spazzing again. Like, in fact, she actually cussed out Troy Martin. Like, that's part of the round. Like, it was like
What?
tell
Where'd
him
that
not to
come
call
from?
times. I think it was just part of the round. Like,
Okay.
yeah, it wasn't it wasn't. Oh, shot true fall. Just hit me up on Twitter. Yeah, she was spazzing the second round, but got to a point where she choked again. And, tried to get it back and couldn't find it, man. And yeah, then second round back on Diesel. Diesel starts spazzing. And hold on, I think did she start off by? It kind of seemed like she started off not knowing her material. It was one of those rounds that kind of started off like she didn't know how to start the round, which is kind of crazy. But then she started going, and then she had a rather long stumble/choke. Right? Rather
Wait. Stumble slash. Come on, it gotta be one or the other, brother. What you doing?
It was a stumble because she eventually got it back and finished the round. So it was a stumble, but it literally, like, if you stumble at this point, like, you kind of fell on the ground and like lost consciousness and finally got it.
How long did it take for her to get back on track?
I would say probably, if I'm trying to be realistic here, probably 20 to 30 seconds.
I guess that's a stumble.
That's a basketball possession, my guy.
Yeah, Wait, trying to get it 30 seconds. Oh, that's a long ass time on stage, bro. That's a turn.
Yeah, like, luckily this was one of those small event crowds, because on that big stage, them boos would have started coming. That wouldn't have been it, unfortunately.
Wow.
But she eventually got it back, and then we kept the energy up. She got the same amount of love, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, and that's why I said on that battle it's kind of hard to call a second. Like, are we just going by material?
When they both mess up like that, it's just like, who did you enjoy most? Based on what they said once they, went through their material.
I gave Diesel that based off material.
So she won already in your eyes. It was already a wrap.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I gave her that, and I gave Coffee the third because she actually did very well. Called out a few people about females calling her out or saying her name and stuff like that. And I'm not sure. I can't remember who she was talking to, but I think she called out some niggas too. I think. My memory's a little hazy. I don't know. But she got the third clear. And I'm going to keep it real. I think Diesel pulled a safe move. She started off the round. And then, like, I would say it was very short. Like, and most of it was, like, how she ends her round. It was kind of just that. So it kind of seemed like she finished her third, like started and finished it, but it wasn't really much material. It was kind of more so her ending slogan and the pre-setup for the slogan and stuff like that. Like, you'll see when it dropped. But, yeah, I did give it that round. Like, if we just saying who got through the whole battle of the clears, Diesel got it 3-0. But, I mean, as far as material in her third, it was just kind of light, and then the slogan, so.
Nah.
Yeah, I gave it the Diesel 2-1 first and second. Very disappointing battle. Salute the Coffee. I love you. But, we keep it. We got to keep it honest, but I like to be respectful. But, we got to be honest. It's the only way y'all going to get better. For me to watch the sport and invest coming to see y'all better get better. So I'm not going to intervene with that by trying to. be the nice guy. So, you know. Mm-hmm.
Shout out to both ladies. I definitely, based on material, like I've said before, Diesel is really dope. I think more people need to watch her. Go back and watch some of her battles in the past and really see she has a really good pen structure and shit. So hopefully she gets it together. Coffee, you're one of the emerging talents on the ladies' side, so hopefully you get it together. I think she has a battle coming up here in Michigan too, against somebody named Ace Boogie, who's really aggressive, and she's not coming to play. So I hope you don't bring that shit here. Like I think it's in a couple of weeks. So like be careful. All right. So we're gonna move on to what was the last battle. It was the main event. Jay the Nightwing versus Ace Amin. Take it away.
That's correct. All right. So energy is through the roof. When I tell you everybody that was just standing around throughout the whole night, everybody came up front for this freaking battle. Also, fans, it's easy to get on stage, but I will tell you this. Anytime there's a main event battle, get off the stage. Why? Entourages, hosts, battlers, all of those are going to be in the front. You're going to be in the back, tippy-toeing, looking like Wilson on Home Improvement, like over the fence. Like that's how it's going to be, which is why I was not on stage for that battle. And y'all know Ace Amin, that's my brother, Bald and Builded alumni. But I'm not going to be on stage for that battle. Like, he knew what time it was. I was just like, that's not going to happen. So, but, all right, so battle tonight. Okay, let's talk about it. All right,
let's go. Let's get through it. Let's get through it.
All right, so Jay goes first. Has potent material, fire, flow, pace, and his crowd control is insane. For a guy who's choked in like 2 out of 4 of his battles, like his crowd control is insane. Like he can literally sit there, and we don't think it's a choke until we know it's a choke. Like that's not a style that many can perfect like that. Like that whole I'm sleepy and look like I just woke up, it plays into that. Like it works. Like,
Yeah, like he just don't care about anything.
Yeah, it's the sleeping giant that woke up out of bed and slapped the hell out of whoever woke him up and go back to sleep. That's literally like his aura.
That's
like,
a really good take.
Is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, start off great material. He's potent. He has what I call soul crunching material. Like it's just like he's talking to you on a different level. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not a gun bar heavy person. He's more potent in substance than anything. And that slow delivery is powerful. So he's a force to be dealt with. But yeah, I think did he stumble in this round? Yeah, I think he stumbled in his first. He finished though, but he stumbled.
Okay. So when you say stumble,
so it was still a solid round.
Over a series.
It wasn't like a long stumble though. Like he took a shot of his Red Bull and kept going. You know what I'm saying? So
okay.
It wasn't a long stumble. So yeah, it was a good battle. A good round from him. Then Ace starts rapping. Let's put this in perspective. Ace has heard his constructive criticism from his peers and from us. He's made necessary adjustments that what he thinks would help. Right.
Okay.
And he seems a lot more polished and well-rounded. And he is. He's most definitely improved. First round, phenomenal.
Oh, wait. Before you even get into his round, he's from Maryland. It's in Maryland. Right. What was it an overwhelming reception for him coming in, coming on stage, and you know how it is when it's your turn to rap, and were they going, was everybody going crazy, or was it pretty even?
The only time we got that kind of energy is when he did his intro.
Okay.
Other than that, it was pretty even.
Okay, that's good. That's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty even. But Ace Amin, man, he's not going nowhere anytime soon, buddy. He will most definitely be on this stage for a very long while. Like, he's majorly improved. Like, I only got one bar I remember from him, and that was in his third, and I put that on Twitter. It's like at 100 likes right now. Like, but he sharpened his. I want to first round crazy. Like, I can't remember anything. Like, I heard a lot of lines last night. I can barely remember anything.
Right. This is the next
his
day.
first round was crazy. Yeah, his first round was wild though. He's Ace Amin. He knows he accurately. Like, you know, a lot of people say it's kind of hard. What do you rap? How do you attack Jay the Nightwing? Do you threaten him the whole battle? You know what I'm saying? Like, or do you hit him with like his kind of style of material, just potently talk to him?
Right.
Ace Amin did a little of everything in this round. You know what I'm saying? So, and he clearly took the first because I mean, the only thing he had to do was get through the damn round. But his first was fire. Probably one of the better rounds of the night, to be honest with you. Like, Ace Amin, he's very positive. Like, but as you know, how he carries himself, he's an intelligent person. So yeah. I think he approaches these battles in that same manner. So, you know what I'm saying? He's going to be one of those battles that's tough to beat. That's just what it is. So, yeah, energetic, very intelligent. He can rap. He's not just using big words. He uses big words. They actually make sense if you put into context what he's talking about.
Right.
Syllable flow,
and he has a
regular
game plan.
flow, switching up.
And that's important.
Yeah, switching up cadences, energies. He actually bumped Jay, but it wasn't a snake eyes bump like he did for Snake Eyes. It wasn't that crazy. And the thing is, he kind of just Jay the Nightwing. He has that funny like, I'm just waiting till you finish rapping so I can rap type face. You know, you've seen him in battles.
Yeah.
And and it was a solid, dope first round from Ace as usual. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, second round, Ace Amin goes. And you know how people wait to the third round to talk to your soul?
Oh, you talked to him early.
Jay the Nightwing said, forget the third round. I'm going to talk to you now. And when he said that, we felt it. Like, it was just like, oh, this is going to be one of them situations. And then the way he kind of attacked how Ace Amin, how he spent his life in the penitentiary, came out of jail, kind of resorted back to his old habits by breaking down the kind of company he keeps, aka talking to the Goonies and stuff like that. And it just got really intense. It was crazy. He was like, drugs out here starting fights with the elderly. Bruh. When he said that, we died laughing.
That's kind of dope. And you know what's so funny about that?
Yeah.
Like, that's the kind of, like, that was a big event that kind of happened outside of battle rap, but not many people really put that into their bars, so that can still hit, really. So,
yeah.
that can still be powerful.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was wild. But after he finished talking to him, after, like, a big haymaker happened, he choked again.
No.
Like, bro, how do you do a soul crunching talk to and then choke? That's like literally terrible. It's a horrible thing to happen in the battle.
Jay.
Yeah, he most definitely choked out. And you know how battle rules go. All Ace has to do.
It's all literally. It can be a short round too. He can just be done. You just 12 bars. I'm out. Give me that.
And then I want to show something that shows Ace's growth in the battle. You know how, like I said, and it plays Ace's intelligence and how he approaches these battles. He's gonna be one of them niggas that's gonna be hard to beat. He is, and he showed it with just this simple gesture how he started the first round. You know how Jay the Nightwing will literally sit still and stare off into the distance while his opponent is rapping, right?
Right.
Ace Amin does, like, you know how the little Russian soldiers are like the Australian soldiers with the big hats overseas, and some people, like, their poise is just so straight they won't respond to anything.
Oh yeah.
Like,
cats be sitting out in front of the gates and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Ace Amin literally did all of that at the Ace or the Jay the Nightwing. He literally, like, waved his hand in his face, tapped him, went behind him, and put both hands in his face and went up and down with his hands, like, and Jay wouldn't flinch, right?
Right.
And then Ace, it was humorous because the way he kind of did it, he didn't have like this bully composure. he had this like jokester kind of composure when he was doing it to Jay. And then he did put his elbow over his shoulder. He said, "Hey man, for a battler that doesn't talk about guns, you sure know how to keep still." And it broke the room.
That's clever. See, that's clever. That's gamesmanship right there.
Very clever. I was like, bro, I never would have thought of that. Like he's learning. Like he's learned to be well-rounded, entertaining, and it's just like it was just crazy, man. And he didn't. I forget which round it was, but Luke, there was a bar that had us dying laughing. It might have been that part. And yeah, Lou Castro was like, "What did he do, eh?" He was kind of loud and obnoxious with it, but it wasn't to the point where you feel like he was teaming up on him
right.
or gassing him. It was just like when you're mad, like pretty much you seen How High, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
When Method Man and Redman get in the room and they say, "Hey, we got a black man for a feature, holla," and then he kind of ignores them. Yeah, and then you know how Redman says, "Get him." You know, it was kind of like that.
Yeah, no, like shout out to Lou, man. Lou was entertaining. Lou was entertaining.
It was hilarious, bro. Shout out to the Goonies, man. But what you do, eh? And he had us dying. Like Ace couldn't even finish. Like I mean, he did, but you know, it was like a little minute before it took place.
So he's clearly up 2-0 after this.
Oh yeah, clear. It's nothing to talk about.
What that third look like? Tell me Jay finished the third.
He didn't. In fact, it was worse. It was in worse fashion than the second.
Hey, Nightwing, Nightman. You can't,
Hey, Jay, I love you, but you know we keeping it all the way funky over here.
You came to Survivor Series. Now I need the floor for a minute. Hold on. You came to Survivor Series, the main event on a URL card. And you came with 1.5 rounds of material. Yo, you gotta go back to the West Coast. Yo, Nico TV, Mr. West Coast Media. I need a word with you, young man. You gotta holler at your boy. I don't think he ready right now. I like him. His material.
He rapped in the third, but it wasn't
crazy,
too long before he like choked out. Yeah, it was. And you know how battle rules go.
Yo, I'm tired of you saying that. Yo, hey, relax. Ace, I mean 30 ball, man. What we doing, dog? That's crazy. Yo, I had Ace winning, but come on, dog. I wanted to get. You gotta get it like this, dog. Oh, this is crazy.
Yeah, I wanted a war in that battle. I didn't want a death. I wanted a war. You know, and that wasn't what we got from Jay.
Yo,
but Ace Amin had a powerful third. Ace Amin does have that pain bag. He kind of visited that bag that he had versus a few general in third with the Real Talk A Prison Life, and he kind of paralleled pretty much systematic. What's the conspiracy about the like it's from when we're young black kids going and like it's like a farming system to get us in jail. I forgot what they call it, but he pretty much paralleled that with a lot of the problems that we have in our community as black men and some of our mindsets. So it was phenomenal. And then he got out of that Real Talk bag and he got back into his street talk gun bar bag, and that's when he said the line when he was like, every time URL drop a deposit, he said, I buy a new gun every time URL drop a deposit. That's why on stage you see a different machine like Dr. Robotnik. And then that was just wow.
Crowd went crazy, I bet.
Like that. Oh yeah, we did. Yeah, I did one of those. I have to do a full 360 to react. That's kind of what I did. Like, like.
Oh, you were showing out.
Yeah. Yeah, not obnoxiously, but that's just how that body language wise.
You was in your bag. We ain't doing that. I already know you was in your bag.
Oh, yeah, I was. Yeah. I was turned up. I was turned up all night. But you never want to be the obnoxious guy to mess up with it. Like I never want to be that person. Like So
yeah, I can't see.
But
that. But you had.
I'm not. Yeah, but yeah, I totally did. Great night. Ace, 3-0. Unfortunately. Jada Nightwing, or Ace, not Jada Nightwing, but Jay Black is trolling by saying Jada Nightwing 2-1 on camera. He's most definitely trolling. Like, there's literally no reason you can give Jay any of these rounds.
Oh yeah,
off battle rules alone.
Yeah,
like,
you can, like, listen, if you don't know Black, man, you should be able to decipher when he's being, like, in a joking mood, just being sarcastic. So yeah. And
Jada Nightwing has changed his name, or his name on Twitter is ASIMEan30. Don't at me. That's literally his name on Twitter. That's Jada Nightwing's name on Twitter.
Shout out to Jay for being a good sport about this. I seen him, like, joking too, saying that there's no way he lost and all that. So
yeah.
So day one sounded like very entertaining, some ups, some downs, but overall seemed like a solid day one. On to day two, I'm gonna have you back on for that for sure. Well, what time is what time are they starting? You got an idea what time you gonna head down there?
Oh yeah, same time. Apparently 1 o'clock. Oh, by the way, let's talk. Another battle was supposed to happen yesterday was Jay Moore versus Brooklyn Carter. That did not go down.
That's right.
The crazy part is, I saw Jay Moore was there before the battles even started, so he was there, and Brooklyn Carter was there later that night. I didn't see Jay Moore anymore later on that night, so I'm not sure if he had to leave or something came up or anything like that. I don't like talk about stuff I don't know about, but I would say they were both in the state of Maryland.
Okay.
I just don't know. Yeah, I just don't know why they didn't battle. I talked to Brooklyn Carter because he looked kind of frustrated when they said after ASIMEan and them finished. It was just like, I was like, yo, you battling tonight, BC? He was just like, oh, y'all scheduled for tomorrow? He was like, I'm trying to figure that out right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I can know how frustrated it can be to prepare this material on your comeback and not be able to get it off because of something happening. You know what I mean? So hopefully that does happen today. If not, but yeah, that didn't go down for anybody wondering.
So shout out to both of those guys. It might go down today. We'll see. Yeah. We have E on for day two. My brother gets some rest. Hold on. Before we go, just like talk about the atmosphere in the building. Was it filled to capacity? Was it beverages and food? What was the atmosphere like?
It's a restaurant and lounge, so they had a bar. It had people eating wings. Pretty sure I got some mambo sauce. I'm pretty sure there was something happening in the back. People was eating. It wasn't packed, to be honest with you. It wasn't like to the point where I could do a whole session of physical training in there either.
Right.
It wasn't nothing like that. But I mean, it was still to decent capacity. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't as much. I think it would have more of a turnout if they would have dropped a lot of these battles footages before 2 weeks prior. To being honest.
Yeah. They waited a little bit too late for that one.
Apparently also there's I guess there's footage out of Smack saying that he saw some people he liked, but he's not saying no names until they sign a contract. That sounds kind of demonic and evil as hell.
Yeah,
that's what I'm hearing. I haven't seen it, but that's what I'm hearing.
Definitely, if he said that, he definitely should delete that on whoever platform he said that on. But another thing, you want to shout out some of the people that people know on Twitter, some of the media members, or anybody that just follows battle rap that you've seen hanging out.
Big shout out. Shout out to my boy Bottomless Pit 88. He came out, shout out to him, my boy Battle Rap Guru. We Richmond gang. A couple of cats. Homeboys brought his girlfriend out. Vegan Bay was there. Shout out to my brother Truth Watson. I finally got that photo opportunity. They promised me as soon as he saw me, he said, let's do it. So salute him. I've been following his career for a very long time. I'm sorry, brother, you couldn't rap. I told him I would go on stage with a shirt that says Mo Moolah standing, and I will let you rap those bars to me and get me 30s. I don't care. I just want to hear what you have to say. But whatever, in due time, you'll be back. Shout out to my SMD season, a.k.a. Lip Poppy. She was there. She's not on Twitter right now, but she's in good spirits and she's doing well. I was just happy to see her. Miss Cream was there. Miss Cream, you can't be so quiet. Like, she was literally in the back in a hoodie the whole night. Like being quiet and cute. Like, she was just sitting there. So, but salute to Rack. Shout out to all the battles that showed me love. Just shout out to everybody. I'm just happy we had a good time, man. If there was names, y'all know who you are. I rock with y'all. I'll see y'all today.
Right.
Yeah, it's just salute to all of them. Shout out to Black Market Media. We're chopping it up with BC, And we're talking to Rob, JB, and them before the Bomb Bag even started up. You know, we chopped it up, had a good time with them. They're always social guys and nice to talk to. They're not Hollywood just because they film stuff.
What about
Heck, they talk to you more than most of them.
Was Tara there? You get a chance to chop it up with Tara?
Oh yeah, my big brother. Yeah, of course.
Of course, right? Shout out to Tara, man. Big supporter of the show.
Yeah, big bro. Dutch was there. Shout out to Dutch KIB, keeper the buck. He was there last night. D.I. the Hitting Man was there last night. I can't wait to look at this Survivor Series movie he's filming. You know, he always does a little movies for the event. Can't wait for that drops on his channel. But yeah, man, ultimately, it's just a great, I would say on day one, I give it a 7.
Okay, that's still solid.
Yeah, because a lot of the ballots that did well did very well. Like, no, most improved. Like, that was, I didn't see that coming. So, but yeah, like it was a good night, all in all.
Bet, man. Like I said, appreciate you early morning getting this breakdown for me in the building. You know, I always come to you for this type of shit, man. Get you some much needed rest. Holla at you for day 2.
I'm well rested.
You good? You in the zone? You zone?
Oh yeah, I'm well rested. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Bet. Well, look, brother, we gonna definitely chop it up day 2. See what's going on. We got some big matches. You already know the one I want. I want you, Kid Chaos versus Rubando. Hey. Kid, hey.
I might be on stage for that one.
Yeah,
I might be on stage for that one.
Yeah, we gonna holler about that one. But bro, yeah, man, thanks a lot, bro. We definitely chop it up later.
Oh yeah, stay tuned for updates. I got y'all on the updates, man. No worries.
Yep, I put his, you already know Echo Light. I put it on the screen so y'all can see. Follow him. He'll get y'all the real in the building, unbiased, just what's coming up next and the results, and that's it. And that's all you need. That's all you get.
That is correct. Those are my terms and conditions.
There you go. All right, thanks, brother. Hey, man, thanks everybody tuning in, listening this early morning. By the time you listen to this, you'll probably be getting recaps for day 2. But listen to this, get a sense of how day 1 went. And that's it, man. We out. And as always, keep it battle rap. Love.